Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Houston Cougars offense will be first on the attack. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first two plays. They went incomplete first down. Now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Houston will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now on the return. You make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Texas's offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Longhorns want to move quickly. He's looking to throw on third and short. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Got some room to run. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. Off-play action on first down. The short hands, it's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off-play action. Here comes the heat. Oh, better look out. There he goes.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tacklers, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
He's out past the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. The run to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to...
Touchdown, Longhorns! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Slips through the line. Oh, he got loose. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game, and nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Leaves an open space downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Takes a shot. That's caught. It's McClure. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he's got it. Touchdown, Houston. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Fights off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Longhorns perfectly happy to let him do it himself. Horns fans have seen this before. Vince Young with over 1,000 yards rushing in 2 of his 3 seasons.
I mean, he was unbelievable. Just an unbelievable physical specimen. And I think Texas fans are always looking for that next guy. Who can be the guy that can replace the Vince Young? Give me some memories like Vince Young. It's been a desert at quarterback for them for a long time. Can this be the guy with the wheels to bring Texas back?
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the marker. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back.
Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. Good right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 offense here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab behind the line. It's McClure. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Cougars will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Got it back on second and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Gets it to him on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? They'll try to run it in. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4. The Longhorns buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Houston getting set, looking at first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And
what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls and fires complete. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. It's lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Newton. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Finds the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. There's a hit. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Thurman. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. The official says no good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game. Here comes the Houston offense once again.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate, and listen, kickers.
And And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Creates a little space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They've got the screen set up. Hey, midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's McClure.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Through the air, it's Hawkins. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Houston will be forced to punt.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Now on the option. Oh, he's got a chance. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Got a man. It's Clinton. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing it around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just
turning it on.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
They'll try to get it through the air. Intercepted, number 19. Got room on the return. The 30, the 20, 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown. one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where...
He's got it, 1st down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Thurman. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's McClure. There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Thurman. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Gets it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the tight end. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense offense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. To the air, it's Hawkins. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. Runs through the tackle.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on second down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for space. It's Hart. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
A run for the quarterback. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Running to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.